Hi, this video is about transfer services through Bristol Community College's website. Notice I am not on Access BCC. I am on BCC's main page, okay? And I would either go to the search bar or I would go to Student Services. I would go down to More Student Services. Okay, and then I would go down to Transfer Services. Okay, I'm not going to go through a lot of these because a lot of these things I went through in the other video, which goes over the state mass transfer. So I'm not going to talk about the application process, about the BCC. I think if you're interested in UMass or Bridgewater State University, they have specific agreements with these two schools. And I think you should look at them to see if it's something that you may be interested in. Also, the Commonwealth commitment is something that we went over. Course equivalency guides, it's going to take you to the state website and tell you the equivalency between a state school and, again, a private school and the whole financial aid process. Then we talked about mass transfer. This is what I basically want to talk about, which is something that you may not be aware of and you will not find it on the state website, and that is the transfer agreements. Okay, so we talked about on the state website, there are all of these things available through the state schools. I also want you to be aware that BCC has agreements with other schools that are not state schools. They're private schools. They may be in Massachusetts or out of Massachusetts. For instance, we have some agreements with Rhode Island College. We have agreements with other schools, okay? So for instance, Bay State College is not part of the state college system, okay? It is a private school. So you would click on one of these and just see if you're interested, for instance, in information technology, you would click on this and it's going to show you what they offer and what classes you would take each semester at Bay State. Notice you have to have a 2.3 cum GPA, all right? And here are the classes, the other classes that you would be taking there. All right, so it's very specific. Okay, and these are the other transfer agreements through Bay State. Cybersecurity. Also, these are things that, these are agreements that we have. So in addition to the regular transfer, Bridgewater also has an agreement specific to BCC in the art transfer, okay, graphic design, information systems, all right. Bryant, again, is a public, a private college in Rhode Island, and we have agreements with them. Cape Cod Community College, if you want to fly a plane, or aviation maintenance. All right, if you want to do something with thanatology and work in the funeral service thing. All right, so again, these are different colleges. Curry College is a private school in Milton, and we have an agreement with them. Dean College, and this goes on. So these are other options that you should be aware of, and things that you may consider when you're picking out, you know, places that you want to go to school. For instance, Providence College, as you know, is in Rhode Island, and Roger Williams. So there's all these different schools that we have agreements with, right? When you look at them, I want you to make sure that the agreement is obviously still in effect, okay? if an agreement says it was made in 2011, the first thing I would do is check to see if it's still in existence. All right, Wentworth Institute of Technology has really become, has to do with a lot of the new tech kind of biomanufacturing technology, all right, all of these things. And again, this is pretty relevant. It's from August 2019. So you might want to click on some of these and see what the update is. All right, notice for BCC and Wentworth. All right, and it talks about, you know, basically what the agreement is between the two schools. So that's basically what I want you to become aware of, and that is what these different agreements are between all of the schools and what that looks like. Okay. And basically that would be my main purpose in showing you this. They also have scholarships, and they say sometimes that students do not even apply for these scholarships. So don't think, well, I'll never get one, or I'm not a good student. It never hurts to apply. All right, and the last thing is the calendar. It will tell you when there are meetings. For instance, obviously now they're probably mostly remote, but they have Zoom meetings between which you should attend, okay, informational sessions and things like this, and it's on the calendar so that you can sign up for those in advance. So those are also very important things that you should be aware of that's offered through BCC.